Hey everybody, Scott here with Trilogy Talk, and I just wanted to take this time to talk a little bit about our Trilogy Exclusive membership. We're going into our 7th month, and I've really never made a public topic about the membership and what it is that I provide within that membership. I'm sure if you follow Trilogy Talk at all, you've seen promotional material, you've seen people talk about it, you've seen people share those images, things like that. But I've never really done anything official. So I'm going to kind of walk you through it, but stay tuned and watch the end because I'm going to show you the March membership box, which launches on March 1st. And I'll kind of go through some of those details and things like that. So you want to stick around to see what those discs are. I think you're going to like them. I'm pretty excited for them. So Trilogy Exclusive, which has its home at www.trilogyexclusive.com. It is owned by Trilogy Talk, but it is actually its own separate entity. So when you subscribe to that membership box, there's only one product on that web page, and that is the membership for each month that goes out. But the way it works is it is $32.99. It is a reoccurring subscription, but you can cancel, pause, or skip at any time. The one thing that makes it a little bit different is I like to think of it as like season tickets to a sporting event. Is once you're a member, you stay a member until you decide to leave for whatever reason. If you cancel, you can pause and skip up to 2 consecutive months. After that, you do automatically get removed just because you are holding a spot. But the way my subscription works or my membership works is versus other ones is usually when you join or you sign up, once it's completed, then they make the amount that they need. Mine doesn't work that way. I actually physically have all of the discs prior to launching. So like the March boxes, they'll launch March 1st. I physically have them already. So I only have so many. So each month there's a cap, and obviously my hope is that they grow each month, but there's still only room for X amount of spots. And so if you're holding a spot, you're taking it away potentially from a new player or a new subscriber. That's why you only get that 2 months. And so far in the 6 months that we have completed through it, that has seemed to work pretty good. So you always have that ability to control the way you would like your membership to manage. Some people just get it and then cancel right away. I've got many people who have been a member since day one. So there's a lot of people, again, ways to do it. But there's a lot of perks with it. So for the $32.99, you'll always get a premium disc. So some type of Lucid, Opto, Gold, Fusion, X, Moonshine, a higher grade disc. And then you usually will get the second disc will be more of a baseline disc, whether it's Prime, Retro, Origio, BT Mediums, Classic Hard, stuff like that will be your second disc. And so it's usually 2 discs. And the discs, a lot of times I am trying to find unique discs as much as that I can, but it's really more the stamps that I get the opportunity, partnered with Dynamic Disc, Westside, and Latitude, to be able to bring to you and offer to you that it's a little bit different than those who potentially have those same discs. A lot of times the discs that I'm giving out, again, aren't exclusive to me, but the stamps have a little bit more exclusivity. Not 100%, again, they're owned by that manufacturer, so this manufacturers can do whatever they want with them, but for the most part, my agreements with them is that they come through here and then we kind of go from there. So for that $32.99, you get those 2 discs. You get, they're not much, but you usually get a collector card. So like in this case, this was for the Maiden, and they're pretty neat. So they're actually like trading cards. They're sequentially numbered on the back. I don't know how much you can see. I don't know how well you can see that, but I talk about how that artwork came to be. And then on the bottom, I talk about just the history of that mold. In this case, it was the Maiden. The card is always based off of the premium disc, so I call it a premium themed trading card, sequentially numbered, when the PDGA approved it, things like that. So this one was back in October, and this was the Maiden. The February one, the one that's going out next week, they get a trading or collector postcard. So here we did like the graffiti EMAC Judge. So we created the Judge one. And really what this is I was trying to be creative. Is if you've ever ordered from me, you usually get these blue cards thanking you for the purchase and things like that. Well, for the Trilogy Exclusive, this month's still kind of more of a generic thank you going forward, it's actually going to even list what's in the box. So if you do want to keep these, you also have a reminder of what's in the box. Also on the trilogyexclusive.com page, there is a page that shows you all of the past month's box, so you can kind of see what you have missed or what kind of things that we have done in the past if you're trying to decide whether or not you want to be a part of that. But again, the collector card, which is pretty neat. You also get 10% off via the trilogytalkdg.com website. So the main Trilogy Talk site, you get 10% off anything on that site through that active month. You get free shipping. So on $32.99, if you were just ordering, normally you would pay the $5 shipping, and in this case, you'd get the free shipping. And then the last thing, just to kind of explain, is we have what's called the Trilogy Lounge. And the Trilogy Lounge is a private section of the website that is tied to a person's account. So if you're not a part of the membership, you can't see it. But it's where I put the extra things. So if I have extra Trilogy exclusive pack items, I will put those on that site. If I miss prints, I've put die plates on there, those cards. And those are sometimes for the new people who've missed past months can go back. Sometimes if those people want additional items, they can add on to it and those kind of things. But sometimes, like when I did the Maiden as an example, I did that. I did a full color version, which I only offered to those Trilogy Lounge or Trilogy exclusive members. When I did the pre-order on the Fusion Graffiti Judge, the one that I showed you, I did an actual disc judge like this. The members got a free mini marker included with it, and it was discounted. So it was a little bit of a perk for them there. So it's just, again, another neat feature for there. We also have what's called the Mulligan program. So if you're ever not sure, the Mulligan program, those details again are on trilogyexclusive.com. It gives you the ability that if you get a disc and you just don't like that disc, you have the ability to send it back and get a credit towards the site. I won't go too much in those details. Those are on the site. But it does allow it so you don't have to be 100% stuck with what you got if you get something that you don't like. Now, because of the amount of people that are in there, I can't really control necessarily what colors and things like that you get and weights. But every month I do have a Google form that is sent out to all those members. And each month they have the ability to fill that form out and give me their suggestions of what they like. You know, like I only like blue, I only like yellow, green, whatever. And I will do my best based on that inventory to fulfill that. So I am taking a little bit of one-on-one time to help you get the disc that you want. But again, if you ask for yellow and I don't have any yellow, obviously I don't have that choice. Probably the one thing I really don't look at is foils too much. You're welcome to look at it, but foils just is, if I'm already looking at weights and this color, foils just one more thing. And they're typically not separated out by foils, at least through my organizational process. But again, you're welcome to ask, and if it's something I can easily do, I will do it, just to try to help you get that a little bit more of a selection that caters to you. But again, if you get something you don't like, that Mulligan program is there for you. So that's the gist. TrilogyExclusive.com, $32.99, premium disc, baseline disc, collector trading card, collector postcard, 10% off on Trilogy Talk, free shipping and access to the Trilogy Lounge, plus the Mulligan program if you need it. It's all, again, all on that website. Now, right now, if you go to the website, it's going to say it's sold out. There's nothing there. But if you look in the description, you will see that it has an ability for a waiting list. And for this month, I'm going to open up the waiting list. I encourage you, if you like these 2 discs that I'm getting ready to offer and you think that you want to be a part of that membership box, get onto the waiting list. What waiting list does a couple things. Waiting list makes it so I'm going to offer those items. So if I only have 10 available as an example, and I have 10 people on the waiting list, I might not offer it to the public at all. I might just offer it to the people on the waiting list. But what it also does is if I have, like right now, I already have these ordered, but say I have, we'll say 10 people. I only have 10 extra pines, and this isn't exact numbers for this March box, but hypothetically I only have 10 boxes, but I have 60 people on the wait list. Well, what that might do is help me with enough time be able to go get some more made in time before the first comes out, so I can fulfill a larger audience that want to be a part of it. If I don't know those numbers until the first, I don't have enough time to get additional ones made, and I only have what I have, and if I sell out, I sell out. This gives me a little bit of time to help me manipulate those numbers or manage those numbers. So again, if you like the 2 discs that we're getting ready to show, and go to trilogyexclusive.com, just sign up for the waiting list. You're getting not obligated still at that point. It's just giving me a little bit of a head count. And also, when I send you that message around the 1st, it gives you a 3-day window securing you the ability to order. And again, it just helps with that. So, all right. So for March, you're going to get the collector card and the postcard. But we're going to start with we'll go from the ground up. So the disc we're actually looking at is the Retro River. And in this case, you can see it's pretty simple, just a fish stamp. I thought it was cute. I put the little fishing pole on there. You'll see it looks like there's a dropout, but that's actually not a dropout. That's intentional in the design. But I really liked it. Initially, when I was going to do it, I was going to do just the fish. And I don't know. I just put the pole there just to see it. I liked it. But usually the baseline disc is something a little simpler that I like. So in this case, again, you got the fish, Retro River, variety of colors, things like that. Honestly, have not looked through all the colors to see what I have yet. This one I was pretty excited about when I saw that these came out. I've been holding on to these for about 3 months, but for the 2022/2023 Veterans for Vets, they offered the Tournament Pine, and I was able to get Tournament Pines. But in this case, what we did is we created the traditional stock stamp, but with the finish wording. So not only is this a Tournament Pine, which really hasn't been done outside the Veterans for Vets, it is also using the traditional stock stamp with the finish description, which is definitely never have been, not only has it never been done, but it's never been done on the Tournament Pine. So I think this is going to be a very popular, everybody I've shown this to has liked it. One of the big questions I've gotten from those who have seen it so far is, can I just buy the disc? That short answer is no. The only way to get this disc is one of 2 ways. Well, it's probably more than 2 ways, but the ways for me is to be a member. You'll automatically get it. If there's extras, those will go on the Trilogy Lounge. So those who are members for that month will have that opportunity to buy them from the Trilogy Lounge. If for some reason I have any extra after 30 days from this, then those go public on the Trilogy Talk DG site. But a lot of times the more popular ones don't ever make it that far. So I encourage you, if you're interested, go to trilogyexclusive.com, get onto the waiting list, help me get a head count for what I need. You'll get an email around the 1st that will tell you the details. And then on the 1st, when it opens, you'll have 3 days to get it. If you don't go on the wait list, it doesn't mean you won't be able to get it. It just means that you are more tied to the numbers that I have as of the 1st, which might mean I have 5 extras. It might mean I have 30 extras. For that case, I can tell you in most cases, my extras have been around 10 to 12, if I have any. So again, this helps me manage that. TrilogyExclusive.com. If you like it, get on that waiting list. I appreciate your time. Again, Scott Reek here. Keep sharing the Trilogy love with the world. See ya.